Medtech Wolves. Hi, my name is Brady.
I'm Eric.
And this is Wolf Watch. So, we're starting this new thing in Wolf Watch where we have a new anchor every week. So, say hello to Eric. And now here's Sky and Tariq with entertainment.
Hey Grey Wolves, I'm Sky.
And I'm Tariq.
And we're back again with your entertainment news.
Spotify has introduced an invite-only feature that allows artists to upload their own music. This means the artists will no longer have to send their music to a third party in order to get their music uploaded. Artists will be paid directly each month, and it's currently free regardless of how much music you've uploaded. Maybe in the future we'll have Spotify rappers.
The Hate U Give, based on a book by Angie Thomas, will be in theaters on October 5th. It's about a girl named Star who sees her best friend die at the hands of a white police officer. Venom, played by Tom Hardy, is scheduled for release on October 5th as well. It's about a journalist, Eddie Brock, trying to take down Carlton Drake, the notorious million founder of the Life Foundation. And while investigating Drake, he merges with an alien Venom, giving him superhuman strength and power. That's it for your entertainment news. We'll see you guys next week.
Here's Johnny and Elijah with sports.
As of now, the Dodgers are in first place in the National League West with 84 wins and 64 losses.
So congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams for destroying the Oakland Raiders 33-13 and for dominating the Arizona Cardinals for beating them 34-0. So with that being said, go Rams!
Anyways, we have better news involving Antonio Griezmann. According to Atletico Madrid, Griezmann thinks he is equally compared to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo after winning the World Cup in 2018.
Griezmann said that he is aware of other players coming in and the talents they will bring, so he knows he has to be on top of his game always. But for him to be as equal as Cristiano and Lionel, I don't know, that'll probably never happen.
In my opinion, although Griezmann is my favorite player, I do believe he is yet to be equally compared to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's all we have today, folks.
Now back to Brady and Eric.
So now here's Jacob and Gio with your current events.
Hi, my name is Gio.
I'm Jacob.
And this is Current Events. Christine Blasey Ford, a 50-year-old research psychologist in North California, accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault. Speaking publicly for the first time, Ford said that one summer in early 1980s, Kavanaugh and a friend, both stumbling drunk, allegedly pulled her into a bedroom during a gathering of teenagers at a house in Montgomery. While his friends watched, she said, Kavanaugh pinned her into a bed on her back and groped her over her clothes, grinding his body against hers and clumsily attempting to pull off her one-piece bathing suit and clothing she wore over it. When she tried to scream, she said, he put his hand over her mouth. I thought he might inadvertently kill me. He was trying to attack me and remove my clothing. Ford said that she was able to escape while Kavanaugh's friend and classmate at Georgetown Preparatory High School, Mark Judge, jumped on top of them, sending all three tumbling. She said she ran to a room, briefly locking herself in a bathroom, and then fled from the house. Kavanaugh denies these accusations.
Fan Bingbing, the most famous actress in China, has gone missing. Fan, who is about 37 years old, had dropped out of public view for more than 3 months. Her disappearance had caused concern, industrial fear, and rumors of how she gone missing. However, it seems has something to do with a government implication into Fan for tax evasion.
On September 11th, more than 1 million people were told to evacuate the East Coast after it was announced that Hurricane Florence was gaining speed. By September 13th, professionals predicted that 10 trillion gallons of rainfall may fall on North Carolina. On September 14th, the hurricane hit the Carolinas, killing at least 20 people. Flooding is expected to get even worse as the storm continues into the next following weeks, and Florence's death toll has risen to 32 by Tuesday, September 18, 2018, with the storm shattering rainfall records in the Carolinas and ranking as an event that has less than a 0.1% chance of occurring in any given year. Rising rivers are now cresting or will soon crest in many places in North Carolina, reaching record heights.
My question for you today is, should accusations from 35 years ago affect Kavanaugh's position in the Supreme Court? Why or why not?
I think we need, as a nation, need to ask ourselves what kind of things should affect whether or not any sort of nomination for the Supreme Court or any public office. What kind of things or what kind of criteria are we looking for? Secondly, doesn't matter the years. I mean, an accusation is an accusation. It's not like all of a sudden 20 years pass, it didn't happen. 10 years pass, it didn't happen. 35 years that pass, it didn't happen. It happened, or there's an accusation of it happening. So I don't think timeline should matter. Thirdly, I also think the conversation right now is very different to conversations we've had in the past about maybe Catholic priests who have also had these same accusations, but yet we go, oh, well, those boys were too young. What do they know? Does it matter that it took them 15, 20, 35 years to come forward? Why is it that the boys are allowed to be given all this timeline and we never question whether or not this time matters? But right now, all of a sudden, a female doctor comes out with this accusation and we're questioning, well, 35 years, why didn't she say something earlier? I don't think that's a fair conversation. But ultimately, when we talk about nominations to public offices, I think we need to sit down and as a nation really decide what is criteria and what is acceptable.
Okay, thank you.
So now here's Omar and Ricardo with your gaming and tech updates.
Hey Wolves, welcome to this week's segment. I'm Omar.
This is Ricardo.
And welcome to Gaming and Tech.
And this time on Gaming and Tech, we're going to be talking about the new iPhone XS, Omar. And it came out recently and they're showing pretty quickly.
Yeah, from what I heard, this is really, really good camera quality.
Yeah, according to an article by The Verge, they've been talking about how the camera quality makes it easier to edit and the pictures come out way nicer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, I should buy myself one. With this phone, it's pretty old now. I take a picture, but the lighting comes out in a weird way, and it comes out really dark.
You should get yourself an Apple.
Why would I?
I'm just saying that they're slightly better than Android.
In what way?
They take better quality pictures, and sometimes their phones won't blow up.
Hey Wolves, sorry about that little dispute earlier, but we settled it now.
Yeah, so the iPhone XS, it's got some pretty good camera quality. You should all go buy it. And back to you, Bray and Eric.
I hear Samantha with new teacher interviews.
Hey, I'm Sam, and I'm here with Mr. Hurt. Where did you go to college?
I went to college at Illinois Wesleyan University.
When you were in college, what was your main area of study?
I was a musical theater major, so singing, acting, and dancing.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
How I decided to become a teacher. So for a long time, I worked in television as a producer on several shows. And that got to be really hectic and it really started to drain me. And I wanted a job where I could work with kids and where I could give back to the community while also focusing on my own art and my own writing and producing as well.
I've heard that time management can be an issue for new college students. What are some tricks you learned on how to manage your time?
Yeah, time management is a skill that you have to learn, and I recommend that you start learning it now. But what I did in college, because it was often hard for me to learn how to prioritize, just because it's your first time away from living with parents and you're on your own. I kept a calendar. Of course now we have cell phones where you can just put everything in your cell phone, but back then it was something that I wrote in, and I would write all of my due dates and all of my homework assignments and everything, so that I always had something to check, which helps with that.
Was there anything you struggled with in college, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Struggles in college. I think one of the biggest struggles for me, and probably for a lot of people, is finding a balance between having fun but also doing your work. College is a lot of fun, and you're meeting a lot of new people, and you're learning about a lot of different things, and you're going places, and you're doing fun stuff. But you have to find a balance between getting your work done, getting enough sleep, eating right, all of those things that keep you healthy and well, and then also going out with your friends or having fun. there's a balance, and I think it's hard right at first for a lot of people to find that, but it's very important that you do.
Thank you guys for watching.
And hope to see you next time.